can handle it. I got kicked out of a bar. I was performing at the bar.
That liquor taps into his emotion.
Here, have another drink. Give me free drinks.
Who wants smoke?
Pissing off the management and
Start drinking some more.
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
And smoke.
Well, you know what? Make it a double. She wants to fuck tonight.
Who wants smoke?
That liquor taps into his emotion.
But I wanted to do real rest stuff with my
And he
friends.
says it when he's drunk.
Who wants smoke?
Start drinking some more.
if you're gonna drink, just be careful, you guys. You know, against.
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
I was performing
Who wants
at the
smoke?
bar.
That liquor taps into his emotion.
Here, have another drink.
He
Give me
smoked
free drinks.
weed.
Come on. Pissing off the management and
What you
Start
trying
drinking
to
some
do,
more.
Drunk on stage.
bitch?
I want to whip his behind. That's what I want to do right now. If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
It all started at his mother's townhouse. The Tyrion says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
But
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom. And then I saw him and had my friend come in and he smoked with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked the thing.
we got the one call that I told you about of the driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things and drive into a car. But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Bitch, I got an op exterminator. Who wants smoke? Pussy ass boy. What you trying to do,
Drunk on stage.
bitch?
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
I yanked the thing.
Girls get drunk, man.
Smoke.
And he says it when he's drunk.
He smoked weed.
Start drinking some
Who
more.
wants smoke?
if you're gonna drink, just be careful, you guys. You know, against somebody you can handle it. I got kicked out of a bar.
I deserve to get drunk.
I was performing at the bar.
That liquor taps into his emotion.
Here, have another drink. Give me free drinks.
Who wants smoke?
Pissing off the management and
Start drinking some more.
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
And smoke.
Well, you know what? Make it a double. She wants to fuck tonight.
Who wants
That
smoke?
liquor taps into his emotion.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my
And he
friend.
says it when he's drunk.
Who wants smoke?
Start drinking some more.
if you're gonna drink, just be careful, you guys. You know, against.
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
I was performing
Who wants
at
smoke?
the bar.
That liquor taps into his emotion.
Here, have another drink.
He smoked
Free drinks.
weed.
Come on. Pissing off the management and
What you
Start
trying
drinking
to
some
do,
more.
Drunk on stage.
bitch?
I want to whip his behind. That's what I want to do right now. If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
It all started at his mother's townhouse. The Tyrion says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
But
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom. And then I saw him and had my friend come in and he smoked with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked the thing.
we got the one call that I told you about of the driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things and drive into a car. But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Bitch, I got an op exterminator. Who wants smoke? Pussy ass boy. What you trying to do?
Drunk on stage.
Bitch.
Drunk on stage.
I deserve to get drunk.
I ate the thing.
Girls get drunk, man.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to an episode of Drunken Night Out.
I'm talking about fat people. I'm bad.
That's not the best way to start. That's not the best way to start. Since we up and we're talking this
countdown or something.
There was a countdown. Y'all just weren't paying attention. It's all right. So for the people that don't know about a Drunken Night Out, this is a comedy show podcast. It's a podcast where comics that we drink. If you've been to the live show, it's like when we're out at comedy clubs and theaters and stuff, we drink, we tell crazy stories, we do some stand-up comedy, and then we riff at the end. And then the podcast is just the crazy stories part, and we learn their history with drinking and kind of stuff like that. It's a fun time, both of them. And so I was like, how do we make this happen online? And we figured out a perfect way. We're doing the stories and the drunk riffing. So during the show, the comics are going to do their stories. We're going to drink. Cheers to the people that are drinking with us right now. Yeah, that's me drinking straight from a bottle of wine because that's my brand right there. Shout out to Barefoot Wine. If you want to sponsor the show, let me know. Get in my DMs. Slide in my DMs, y'all. So the way the show works is they're going to tell some crazy, wild stories of debauchery, some drunken wildness, ridiculousness, embarrassment, hopefully, of being high or drunk, hopefully a combination of the two because we don't discriminate. And this first comic coming to the show is hilarious. I met him out in Chicago, and I immediately gravitated towards his. I could tell that he was had a problem with drinking, like me. I could tell that was. We just, like fellow alcoholics, you know who you are. You know where you can feel the gravitational pull towards other people that struggle with alcoholism. So I saw him. He was funny as hell, and I was like, I got to get this dude on whatever shows I produce. And since then, I've been trying to book him and get him on my podcast and get him on the live shows and stuff. So, without further ado, Rodescu Hopkins, y'all.
I should have never came here.
Rodescu, let them know where they can find you on social media and all that kind of stuff.
You can find me at Rodescu Hopkins II on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, but I don't tweet though. Just follow me on Instagram. That's where I be. Most of my shit's all up on there. Oh, and at a Hollywood joint. That's my little artsy page. This is where I do my little art. Put my little shit up there.
My little art. This man is a whole videographer, filmologist. I'm making that up. That's a new thing. A filmologist is who he is. Talking about my little art stuff. Also, yeah. Let's get into it, Rodescu. Let's before we get into the story of this story, what's your relationship with drinking? When did you start drinking?
So I have this bottle right in my.
All right, so obviously a high tolerance.
Oh yeah, man. Ooh, yeah. I started drinking. I started drinking when I was 15. I think I was 15 or 16. I was the first one to have a mustache. You know what I'm saying? I had this little mustache game popping, and people thought I was drinking a lot already. They thought I was already drinking, but I mean, I had not drunk, but I was like, of course I have. I got a mustache. And I was fucking the first alcohol. What was the first alcohol that you ever had?
First alcohol?
Yeah.
That I chose to drink? Okay. So yeah. First time was Burnett's lemon vodka. It was fucking terrible. Drink that with Sprite. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Me and my brother split a fifth.
It's always vodka, dude. Vodka is for some reason that's the same. I got some German shit, and I made us get a bunch of Wendy's beforehand, and we had a bunch of girls over, and I was just I was taking shots just back to back, trying to compete with people, but no one was competing with me. Bad move. I drunk warm vodka, dude. Warm. It was like 7-Eleven vodka, like, but it was like not knockoff brand 7-Eleven in Cleveland, dude. It was garbage, dude. I immediately threw up everywhere, dude. I couldn't even make it. And my brother.
Time out, man. You had German vodka in Cleveland, Ohio. Like, that's obviously not going to be a.
And these people trusted me. They thought I knew what I'm the one who was like, yeah, get it. It was not a good move. Not a good move. I did not. I should have questioned a lot more of that, but it was the warmest vodka too, man. Warm vodka too. It's like, yeah. And I was trying to beat my chest, and try to tell them, like, come on, man, like, you could do it. Keep drinking, man. Everybody keep drinking. The girls are there like, man, we're fucking over this shit. And then the dudes start talking to them. I'm the only one still drinking though. I'm the only one still like, I thought they had it in them. They don't have it. And then next thing you know, I was the only one on the ground.
Hey, you didn't have it in you anymore either. So
yeah, literally, it was all over the house. We had to clean this shit up for our dad came home, man. He was saw this throw up. I threw up on the side of the car, on the side of the steps of the house. I tried to sneak back in through the side, like no one will see me, but like everybody was still sitting right there. So it was embarrassing.
That's a good intro to drinking. So let's get into the wild, the most ridiculous, the fantastic story that you want to share with the listeners here at a Drunken Night Out. The reason why people come on to laugh and at your failures, or your successes, however you want to see it. We're a positive show. It's all about positivity over here.
Yeah, I ran into a situation once.
A situation? That's usually not good.
It was something. This what happened was this. I was in Miami. I was at WrestleMania in Miami, where The Rock was going against John Cena, I believe. I can't remember what was happening, but I believe that was the WrestleMania. I'm sure someone can fact check me on that. But like, it was The Rock versus John Cena, and I went there. I was 21, and we were in South Beach, and I've never been outside of Cleveland before. This is my first time being out as an adult, and I'm with a bunch of older white dudes. Because of course, niggas, we ain't about to be like, we fuck with wrestling, but ain't nobody traveling to go see no goddamn wrestling show, man. I don't care where we're going.
Going to Miami to go see wrestling, like that's
hell no, man.
Like, you fuck with it on the download, like in your own spare time, like
yeah, man. Like, maybe if it comes to Chicago or if it comes to town, you be like, all right, man, we go check it out. But nigga, you talk about renting a hotel just to go see wrestling? But it was good though. So we're at this bar called the Clevelander, actually. We're actually at this bar called the Clevelander, and these women show up and they start kind of chatting with us, and we buy them buckets of beer. They were selling buckets of Bud Light, and I again was 21.
Wait, time out. So like a bucket filled with like cans or bottles of beer, or just a bucket filled with beer?
They give you no, not a bucket, no, not a full bucket of beer. Like, God damn, real alcoholic here.
I was like, yo, this sounds like a good deal, bro.
Guy talking shit about me. Look at this dude. He's over here fantasizing drunk dreams, dude. No, it was like a regular bucket, like a bottles of beer, and they buy you a round of shots too. So I was like, all right. So we bought these girls a lot of buckets because we were fucked up, and my man had just got a credit card. So we were zing, 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 my dude. And these girls are like, yo, do you want to come back to the strip club with us? We're going to the strip club. So we like, fuck yeah. Now, again, I'm only 21, so I'm not really used to drinking beer legally. And I don't know, when you start drinking, you go out to drinking, you start realizing that you got to pee a lot when you be drinking pissy beer, like Bud Light. I was not aware of that. I was going to the bathroom so many times, that like it just was like kind of crazy to me. So I was so mistimed on it, but I thought I can hop in this girl's car. I hopped in this girl's car. I had this, it was a girl in the middle, a girl, we were in the back seat, another girl on there, and my friend had the girl on his lap, my one friend in the passenger, and the white girl who was driving. And I tell you, dude, I thought I could make it. I thought I could make it.
No.
Yeah. It was one of those things. I thought about it. I should have just went in the sand. But I was like, the sand was it looks so nice. I'm from Cleveland. I've never seen this shit before in my life. I was like, you can't go piss in the sand.
You can't disrespect the sand, but you're gonna disrespect people's cars.
I had a lot to drink that night. I wasn't sure what was the line.
Oh,
I felt bad for this, right? I felt awful because like I tried to play it cool in the car. I was like, nothing happened. And that's just gonna pretend like I'll just stay on my side and they'll be on their side. And the girl was just like, "Hey man, are you peeing on yourself?" I was like, no. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Just you're on your side. I'm on my side. You just stay on your side. Just don't worry about it.
Time out, Rodesky. You did not choose to lie in that situation.
I went full lie. And I tried to play it off. I tried to make her like she crazy. I'm like, hey, why don't you just cool it and stay over there and I'm over here, dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no girl on my lap, dude. Like if I had a girl on my lap, I probably would have felt worse. But I did feel bad because then the girl, she was just like, what the fuck? And mind you, this was a white woman. She said, nigga, get the fuck out of my car. And I was just like, oh shit. Hey, you can't say that. And then her black friends were like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
It was like, bitch, we gonna deal with that later. But
yeah, they were like, we don't. I was like, God damn.
Rodesky tried to save himself. He was like, hey, wait a second. She cannot say that word. They're like, nigga, get the fuck out the car with your nasty ass.
Nasty ass Cleveland ass nigga.
You ruined Cleveland for that whole group of people.
I mean, for real. Honestly, they're never coming. They're never coming up.
They're gonna be telling people that Cleveland niggas piss themselves when they drink.
Honestly, I mean, I set a bad rep for us. You know, that was my first time out too. I should have thought better. I should have been better. I should have pissed in the sand.
Man.
And that girl, I felt she was like, she got a kid. She got to pick her kid up in the morning. I said, man, I'll here. Do you want some money? She's like, get the fuck away from me. I thought she was gonna say it again, but she thought about it the second time.
You're gonna be like, mommy, the back seat smells like the playground. I don't
Cleveland, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? You know, I felt awful. I felt like a total man. I was in shame for months, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to tell my friends, don't tell nobody. I said, man, do not tell nobody I did this. I feel so ashamed of myself. And of course, they're comics. So of course they told every fucking comic. They're like, man, nigga Rodesky pissed himself in the back of this girl's car. She kicked us out in the middle of Miami somewhere in some random ass neighborhood way before Uber. That shit was scary, my nigga.
Yeah, I was like, Miami ain't a safe neighborhood to be like a safe city to be in.
Man, I just pissed in the backseat of this girl's car. She could be like, hey, fuck this guy up right now.
Yeah, bro, you walking around with pissy pants like they about to rob your ass.
For real, dude. No one even want no cab driver. He was like, hey, man, hey, what's going on back there? What's going on back there, buddy? I was like, they like, do not piss yourself again. I was like, I got it. Just relax. That was awful, dude. I felt awful. Hey, I hope that lady, if you ever see this, man, I swear to God, dude, if I ever get some money, I'm going to buy you a whole new back seat, dude. That's going to be my gift to that lady, dude.
Oh yeah, man. When Rodesky gets on, that's about to be a whole new Toyota Corolla. Nah, because she don't drive no Toyota Corolla. She drive a Dodge Neon because that's what all the thoughts drive.
Ooh, it was something like that too, though, bro. I think it was like a Neon. I know she wants to, hey man, don't ever, hey lady. And when you do try to come for me, know that I know your shit was busted, dude. All right, I was a little drunk, but your shit wasn't all that. You weren't riding no Tesla, so don't come at me like, you know, saying like I ruined everything. You know what? I'm now backing myself back up, dude.
You did. I mean, you did ruin everything because they were for sure cloth seats. They weren't leather. It's not like she could just go back there and wipe it up. They were cloth seats.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. I thought I was on you on my side, nigga.
I got to bring you back to reality. Like,
I was gassed up too because I was ready to take her down. I was like, hey man, lady, all right, maybe man, maybe it's still my fault. All right, I still slide you some cash. I'll still buy you a new backseat.
Oh man, that's the first story that anybody's ever told on the podcast where they pissed the backseat of somebody's car that they didn't even know. Like that's a stranger still, Rodescu, right?
I know,
complete stranger.
I'm feeling upset that I even told you this goddamn stuff. I don't even want to tell these people this, but I did it, and I'm here, people. I'm alive. All right, I'm a living legend. I did it. Didn't mean to. It's not a trophy. I wish you can put confetti around me, because I haven't fucking lived a life, my man. All right, man. I hope that lady never comes to me, dude.
I got you.
Yeah, dude. Come on, fucking champ, man. Don't follow behind me, people. This isn't the right way to go. All right, I've gone through a lot of years of therapy now. All right, I've worked it out. I've worked out the issues here. I'm gonna get better.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's a progress. It's all about progress, man. And that's as he drinks straight from the bottle of that pint that it's all about progress. Hey, the thing is, like right now, about the beautiful thing about this show is even if he pisses himself, throws up on himself, it's in his own space. So he's not ruining nobody else's space.
That's what I try to do. I try to keep it on my side. I tried to lean over. Joel,
I just wish I was there for the moment where she realized you were pissing on yourself. That's the funniest thing in the world to me. She was like, Are you pissing right now?
Yeah, she checked like there was a fire. It's like something is wet here. Something is wet. What is wet here? And lady, I'm sorry. Please, just don't be alarmed. It's a false alarm, everybody. But really, yeah. I mean,
well, you got them wet ass pants. That's some WAP for y'all.
No Bud Light, dude. Don't give me no Bud Light and no place to piss, or definitely don't put me in beautiful Miami, dude. It was so nice. It was such a good night, honestly. I was like, I cannot piss in this sand, dude. I should still not piss in this woman's car, but that tells you a lot about the sand, though, and tells you about the car. That's what the choice I made, dude. I thought I made the right choice at the time. I was like, I couldn't piss in this beautiful, pure white sand. It was warm too, warm sand. If I would have pissed in that, someone would have stepped in it. That could have ruined the date. These chicks were going to the strip club anyway. It's like, go home. You got kids. You told me you got to go home to your kid anyway. What the hell are you doing anyway, lady?
That's right. Look at Rodescu doing the man thing, flipping it on the woman.
I keep trying to pin it back on her. I'm like, this is.
I give you an A for effort, bro. I'm
in the gym.
Look at her fucking up. This is all her fault that I couldn't hold my pee-pee at all.
You tell I've been in class a lot, dude. That's part of my thing is problem solving. I've been in my school now, and I have to always find a solution, dude. So I'm never going to stop thinking that it's still her fault, but I will pay for everything. But know that when we meet back again, I still think you fucked. I still somehow think you caused this situation. But whatever. You win.
Oh man. One more time, Rodescu. Let the people know where they can find you before you come back and do the drunken improv part of the show. One more time, let them know where you can find.
You can find me at Rodescu Hopkins II on Instagram and Facebook. And my little art page is at A Hollywood Joint. Oh, and I got a GoFundMe. That's right, dude. I got a GoFundMe. I'm in college, man. You heard that, people? I'm getting better. I'm doing college now. I'm at the Los Angeles Film School. So if you want to go to my GoFundMe, that is also at Rodescu Hopkins on GoFundMe.com. It's actually called Hollywood Goes to College. So that'd be awesome. Thanks, people.
All right, y'all. And don't mind me, I'm sending out a message right now. Man, all right, Rodescu. That's probably one of my favorites. I've had you on the podcast before. That was a hilarious story on the podcast. This story, I'm mad that you didn't tell that the first time, but I'm happy at the same time because we got to experience that live for the people on Facebook and YouTube. So one more time, if you enjoy this, you enjoy the show and want to donate to the show, make sure you hop on Venmo or Cash App at BL Comedy or Cash App at $ Big Laugh Comedy. Help Rodescu pay for the backseat of that car. That would be great. Donate whatever you can to pay for the backseat of that Toyota Corolla or that Dodge Neon. And also help me get some more.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, lady.
One more time, just some love for Rodescu Double Down Hopkins. Oh man, and this I'm excited to bring this next comic on the show. He actually was a part of the very first episode of the live versions of this show, which was called Inebriated, Hydrated, and Faded. Originally, I still have that clip. It's very great. I'm actually posting on Instagram for the people that don't know about that. Man, the show originally, people smoke weed and they get drunk. Because I'm from Washington, weed has been legal for a long time, so it's a great time. Me and Stephen Mays, homie, we had a show going, and I changed it up because you can't sell that to comedy clubs. Nobody wants that police at their comedy club in the Midwest. Weed is still the devil's lettuce, unless you're in Oregon, because everything is legal now. But this dude, Chris, got super, super drunk and had a blast. Probably still to this date, one of my favorite sets. Chris Mejia, y'all. Show him some love.
Bro, I forgot about that. Well, as soon as you started with he was on the first show, I was just like, holy shit. Ken got me confused with some other racially ambiguous ass looking Drake bitch. And then I remember that show. Yeah, I got faded. Because I'm like 60 pounds. So at that time, I smelled a bottle of Rainier and I was already not able to drive home. And there was those teachers there that night.
Mm-hmm.
A pack of 3 teachers who clearly had a lot going on in their personal life and just needed the drunk they were getting was not it's girls' night, we're having fun and all that. Mm-hmm. It was if I don't get drunk tonight, I am murdering at least 3 children tomorrow at school. And they wouldn't shut the fuck up. They kept talking during the show.
They came on stage during the show. Do you remember that part?
I have in my time of doing comedy and seeing comics fuck with crowds. I've seen comics really rail on big dudes who you're okay, someone walked this comedian to their car. The only time I have ever seen anyone storm the stage was those 3 teachers. For some reason, they had the most confidence out of anyone else. God, that show was a shit. It was fun, but it was a shit show. But it was fun.
It was a shit show for sure. It was 3.5 hours long. It was.
I remember that was longer than the movie King Kong.
That shit took longer than Nevada counting votes. That shit was longer than me trying to get that joke out. That shit was.
By the time that show finished, I could have watched The Irishman twice. That's how long that show was. So fucking long. If I was drunk at the start of the show, I would have been sober by the time the show was over.
I was sober by the time the show was over. Oh man, Chris, before we get started, let the people know where they can find you on social media, all that kind of stuff.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Topher Mejia, TOPHER MEJIA. I'm also on Facebook. Look up Chris Mejia Comedy on Facebook. That's my Facebook page. People always, I hate how like when people are like, oh, I'll find you on Facebook, and then they send you a friend request, and it's just like, I don't know you. Can you just hit the follow button? Like I'm trying to keep my Facebook to friends, family, and hoes I like. So it's just like I need that separation. But yeah, add me on there. Also, Chris Mejia Comedy on YouTube. I've been writing and working on a sports talk show that I'm hoping to get at least the first episode out before the end of the year. And I'll be releasing that on my YouTube, and I'll be posting about it on my Instagram and Twitter and all that. So give me a follow. You'll see more information about that.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Let's get into it. What's your relationship with with alcohol? Before we get into the story, I want to know the relationship with alcohol.
So I grew up a youth group kid. I was textbook youth group kid. So I through the end of high school, I didn't swear. I didn't drink. I didn't do any drugs. I was also abstinent. But if you saw how
I don't think that was by choice. If you didn't,
I was about to say it was like I was abstinent because I was saving myself for Christ. But if you saw old photos of me, you'll be like, I'm sure that's why. Religion was a convenient excuse for you. Like, oh yeah, you're saving yourself. Yeah. How convenient. But no, yeah. So I never drunk, and then once when I got to college, my freshman year, I was like, I'm not gonna drink. Like, you know what? I don't need to drink to have a good time. If you need to drink to have a good time, you suck as a person. Like, you don't know how to live life to the fullest. And then I started drinking. I'm like, nah, I get it. Like I get it. I understand why people drink now. This is fun. This is great. So I started drinking, and like just ever since then, like I've always been like, it was funny. I was trying to think of stories for tonight, and I realized like I have gotten like end of the world faded before, but like I'm able for the most part keep it. I'm able to keep it together. Like I don't piss in the back of a taxi. Like I've never.
It was a car.
That wasn't a taxi. That was just somebody's car. Like that was.
Car too, by the way.
Yeah. A taxi would have been classy. Like he just pissed in a stranger's car. Like it wasn't an Uber. It wasn't. It was just people he met while he was out.
Yeah, if it was a taxi, it's like, okay, who has it? But like a car, it's like, come on, man. It's like, come on. No, like in fact, I've had lots of bathroom mishaps, but none of them have happened while drunk. It's always or like same thing with like spilling drinks. Like I've maybe spilled a drink while drunk like twice, but I have spilled a drink while sober so many different times, and it always makes me sound kind because people are always like, okay, you've had too much. Like we just ordered, like we just arrived. Clearly,
like I'm actually just always drunk, guys.
What about maybe I don't have hand-eye coordination? Like, have you ever thought about that? Maybe
like I might look like Bobby Wagner, but I don't have that.
It's the reason why they drafted Bobby and not me. Like, clear difference. But yeah, so like when like I would definitely get drunk, and like even now, I've always been a lightweight, but then even now I'm even more of a lightweight because I would always drive to everything. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna drink because I have to drive home. And then I get like super drunk like at least less than 5 times a year. And when I get drunk, I am like just hammered out of my mind. And I'm also a drunk texter too. So like if you're a homie and you text me, you're getting 14 back-to-back texts that are all in all caps, every single one of them. Terrible punctuation and spelling, and they're all just me being like, bro, love you, man, love you, yo, love you, bro, love you, yo, blow out my back sometime, I love you, man, we are home. We are.
Wait a second.
It's called love, Ken. All right, if you have a real friendship, normalize homies blowing out homies' backs.
Is that what? Can we get Rodesky's face? Rodesky's face was like, wait.
I always like this weed.
I can see by your face. You're like,
Rodesky was like, I need this weed in my. I don't. Whoa. He said, I'm about to smoke all this weed right now. Wait.
So I started drinking in college, and then now like I drink. I'm not anti-drinking or anything like that, and drinking's my thing. Like smoking, it's always very hit or miss for me. But drinking is definitely, I love drinking. Getting drunk, it doesn't happen often, but when I do get drunk, I go all out.
Okay.
But it's definitely like, and I used to be a beer person, and then now I started turning into a liquor person because it felt like I'm older, it's classier, less calories. And then now lately, I don't know if this is the light skin in me, but quarantine has turned me into a wine bitch. I'm a wine bitch now. That's right. I'm the Samantha of the group. I don't know what that means.
I've never had that reference on this whole show. We've been running this. We're almost 10,000 downloads in. I've never had that reference. This entire show.
I am the king of making references of things I've never seen before.
He's just like, look, I'm trying to relate to my fan base, the people that might slide in my DMs. I just
listen, you date enough white women, you pick up on a couple of things. All right. This is more proximity and training. That's what it is. All right. I've dated too many white women where Hennessy hasn't come into the picture yet. Like that's basically what's happening. I'm scared to drink Hennessy. I've never had it, and I'm legitimately scared because every story I've heard about Hennessy ends with a felony. All of them.
Fucks you up.
Like I was a youth pastor, and then I had a Hennessy, and I just blew out the deacon's back. Like, what?
What church you go to, man?
Yeah, man.
That's a non-denominational church right there.
Yeah, man. Where you at, man?
Hey.
Some shit going on over there, man. People getting their backs blown out drunk. God damn.
Left and right. Ain't no spinal cords nowhere. Just sack of potato people. That's it.
He's like, hey, how'd the honeymoon go? Let me tell you, I broke that vertebrae. Let me tell you.
Oh man.
What's Batgirl's name? The girl who's Batgirl?
Barbara.
That's the real reason why she ended up.
You don't get these nerds upset with us.
Yeah, I love how that's the thing they're gonna be upset with. Not that someone fucked her to being paralyzed. Just according to the comics, she was actually shot in the back.
Yo, I got a comment. It said, "Don't drink Henny if you can't fight." Like,
no, for real. So every year for Christmas, when I go back home to Florida, and all of my best homies from college, we go get drunk, and after we get drunk, we'll all get Taco Bell, and then we'll go back to one of my homies' apartment, and it's our tradition to watch fight videos on World Star. And the amount of fight videos that you don't see the Henny, but it was the cause. Henny was involved.
Like you see the Henny tumbleweed bottle roll across the back of the
or just the slur a guy has when he
That's an Henny
speaks is different when he's off the Henny. That's for sure. Like it's a slur of like Henny makes you think you're Superman when you're like not even close. Like you're just not. It's probably the closest liquor can get to cocaine in the sense of thinking anything is possible.
Like some Kevin Garnett type shit. Anything is possible. That's how you. I'm telling you, man. Don't drink that shit, man. Don't do it to yourself.
I saw an interview with Eamon Shumpert, and they were talking about this was back when he was on the Knicks, and he was saying how he was getting really annoyed because whenever he would go out to the clubs with J.R. Smith, people just kept handing him bottles of Henny because of just the joke of him and Henny. And he's like, y'all need to stop doing that. We need this man in practice tomorrow.
That's why J.R. eyes be looking fucked up all the time. You ever see J.R. Smith's eyes? Everybody like, this nigga be high. It's like, no, man, he's been drinking Henny every night, dude. This nigga is tired. He is tired, dude. That's why I'm telling you, man. Don't do it, man. Say no to Henny, dude. You ain't got to prove nothing. And I hate how Hennessy be trying to act like they're so proper with that Jack Rabbit bullshit. The fuck's that got to do with Hennessy, man? Sorry, I don't even need to be talking. Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, this quickly derailed, but I'm fine with it. Like,
now it's like Henny murdered your family. Like, you got a lot of Henny.
Henny paid for a lot of tombstones in Hopkins family. Like, that's
to unpack your baggage.
I don't know where all that anger came from, y'all. I did just skip this joint too. What is up with me, man? I'm on a different calibration right now, dude. My bad, guys.
You talked about Henny the same way dudes talk about their divorce, where you're just like quiet in the corner. You're like, Henny took everything.
I'm telling you, man. Henny is. I fucking hate Henny, dude. I'm like, now I'm ready to throw something thinking about Henny, dude.
All right. Henny ended his last relationship. Let's just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
I think possibly, dude. I'm main suspect for sure. At least you got at least bring it in for investigation. Hennessy is definitely.
Yo, I can tell Henny bothers you because the second we started talking about it, you put your hood on.
Oh man, I've turned my TV off. I was like, man, I'm Henny.
Like, hold up. All right, I'm ready to go. I'm fucking raw.
I'm telling you, man. Henny. Oh man, telling you. Listen, guys. Let's not talk. Hey, let's not talk about Henny. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Let's let Chris. Let's get Chris back into his story.
All right. So drunk.
This is gonna be a 2-hour show.
Drunk story. My bad. Okay. So drunk story. One thing that came to mind was like senior in college, and my brother, 4 years older, came back to college for his second bachelor. So we were basically both in our same senior year at the same time. And my brother was like, yo, it's your last year of school, my last year of school. We should celebrate. Neither one of us have done a spring break trip. Let's go to New Orleans for spring break. And I was like, Jonathan, that sounds super dope, but I got no money. So obviously I can't do the trip. And you're just like, come on, like it'll be so much fun. Like we'll stay for a weekend. I'm like, you didn't hear what I said. I'm broke, so I can't go. He's like, I'll pay for it. And I'm just like, all right, man, let's go to New Orleans. Like, and my brother at the time, it was his girlfriend, now wife. But at the time it was his girlfriend. And my brother, he's just the type of dude who he's very protective. So like whenever he would go out drinking with his girl, he never really got drunk because he was always like, yo, I just want to make sure she's good and all that. So like he on the plane, he was like, yo, Rachel's not here. Like, I don't have to worry about watching anybody. So I'm going to go ham. And I just want to let you know, don't feel like you got to catch up with me because you won't be able to. I am here to drink. And I was like, yo, first off, I ain't no little bitch. Like, I understand that I'm 5'7" and like 33 pounds, But let me tell you, I could square up, bro. Like I can hold up to it. I can keep up with you. I'll match you drink for drink.
Look.
I could not match at all.
Look, time out. If somebody tells you don't feel like you have to keep up, like that is somebody on a mission, right? Like they about to go down the Black Diamond slope, and you don't have to go down the Black Diamond slope. Keep on the bunny slope. Have fun.
That's
a little jump.
There's two tones when people are like, "Don't like you can't keep up with me," and there's usually the one where it's like, "I bet I could outdrink you." Like, I bet you can't keep. That they can never hold it. But the people who are like the all of the noise around them gets quieter. And they look at you and just like as if an anime, just like lighting just like gets darker and focuses on their face and they're like, don't play keep up with me. That person ain't fucking around. And my brother was not fucking around. No. It's like, have you been to New Orleans?
No, I haven't. That's on my to-go list. I actually had some dates in New Orleans actually, so that was a sore topic right there. So thank you for that, man.
New Orleans is a place the most you should go is a weekend because it's very especially if you're in the French Quarter. It's very dangerous. Oh, you will not survive like if you're going to party, you will not survive longer than a weekend. I don't care what kind of drinker you are, you will not survive. And I remember like we showed up. And I remember as soon as we got onto Bourbon Street, we walk on and we're ready. Like it's the middle of the day. We're ready, excited. And this cop out of nowhere, white cop, looks at my brother. My brother, he's like, if he's not 6 feet, he's just about 6 feet. Tall dude, muscular dude in the National Guard. He's in the military. He's been working out since he was in 6th grade, like buff dude. Cop looks at him and goes, "Hey, you. Come here." And I thought like, yo, damn, they are efficient with their racism in New Orleans. Like we just arrived and we're already getting profiled. Like I'm not even upset. Like that's kind of impressive to be perfectly honest. And the cop comes up and my brother, like he's just like, "Did I do something wrong, officer?" And the cop was like, "Yes, you did. You're in New Orleans. Where's your drink?" A uniformed officer.
Bruh.
At 2 p.m. was like, "Where is your drink?" And my brother's like, "We just arrived." He was just like, "There's bars all around you. Why don't you go get a drink?" A uniformed officer almost brutalized my brother because he wasn't drinking.
He didn't have a drink. Yeah. I'm moving to New Orleans. Like that's it. Look, I just finished the studio here in Chicago. This is dope. Fuck this place. I'm moving to New Orleans like tomorrow.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that to yourself.
Look, I don't give a fuck about cockroaches, the tsunamis, hurricanes. I don't give a shit what happens. Trump can be my next door neighbor. I'm moving there. The police will brutalize you if you're not drinking. I got an excuse to come home drunk every day. Might be like, "You just got home from work." I'm like, "Look, it's dangerous in these streets. I gotta get home."
You come home drunk and your girl's like, "Ken, why are you drunk again?" "Because Black Lives Matter. That's why."
Y'all don't go there, man. It's not a good place, dude. Don't
Sounds
go
like
there.
a beautiful place.
You look, dude, your wife is making you cookies and shit, man. You ain't gonna get none of that shit in New Orleans, man. You're gonna be drunk all the fucking time, dude. Everybody's drunk constantly, dude. It's insane, dude.
Insane.
Don't do it, dude.
You're making it sound amazing. This is heaven on earth. What you're saying?
My girlfriend, I broke up twice. Every time I go to New Orleans, I lose my girlfriend, dude. I swear to God, dude, I have not come out of there with a girlfriend. I've always gone to New Orleans with a girl, and miraculously, I somehow have lost twice, and I'm back with one of the girls. Ain't that? Never mind. It's crazy. I'm telling you, dude. New Orleans is not a good spot, dude. You're gonna lose them, dude.
But like, in fact, to prove how like New Orleans will fuck you up, literally as soon as you land and you go into the terminal to leave, there's a giant sign that says New Orleans #1 in liver transplants.
Yes, that means that I got a liver on the way out there. That's what that means.
You think that's an advertisement to flex how good their hospitals are? That's a threat. Like, that is a threat. The city of New Orleans is like, you're gonna die today, bitch. Like, you're gonna die today. But so fast forward, when things started going south, I remember we like New Orleans, like in the French Quarter, it's open container, so you can basically go to a bar and get a cup and then leave, walk in the streets, drink with it. Walking in the streets drinking, more fun than it sounds. Like, it's so amazing. And every bar on whatever that street's called, I forget. Bourbon Street, thank you. Yeah. Every bar has like a to-go section. So you can either go into the bar, or there's like a window that you walk up to, you say, you know, I want a drink, they hand it to you, then you just keep walking in the streets. Now, the thing that the catcher is that you obviously cannot walk into a bar with a drink. So if you try to walk into a new bar, you have to drink. So my brother was like, let's go into this bar. We grab a drink. As soon as I get the drink, I took like 3 sips because I'm like, I want to enjoy my beer. My brother's already chugged. He's like, let's go to the next bar. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You know, we can walk in the streets and drink. And we walk outside. We just go to the bar right next door. He's like, yo, we got to get in. You got to finish your drink. And I'm just like, we just got this. And like, I would like to enjoy it. So then I have to chug it. And then we walk into the other bar, get another drink, leave, and then walk into immediately the next bar that's right next door. I have to chug my drink again. Kept doing that. By the time I got to the bar that's most famous for the hurricanes, I had a hurricane, puked 10 minutes later. Couldn't even last. Puked immediately, went back to the hotel to nap, and then when waking up from the day one, woke up from the nap, looked at my brother, I was like, I don't think I can survive. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this.
He told you on the plane, though.
He told me on the plane. And we wild out. There was this karaoke place called the Cat's Meow. And bro, I did Jay-Z's Empire State of Mind. And terrible idea, because I knew all the words and I did it well. As drunk as I was, I did the performance well. But I know I did it too well because I had a lot of white people who recognized me from doing karaoke there. And was like, yo, Jay-Z. And I was like, I don't think this is I don't think white people calling me a different minority is a good thing.
Like, I'm more of a Drake, but
Right. Fast forward to when things went crazy. So while trying to we were walking around, we kind of went off Bourbon Street and we were trying to get back on. And while trying to get back on, I was drunk stumbling, and I stumbled upon a guy getting his dick sucked in the alley.
Oh, yeah, that's New Orleans for you, baby.
And the weirdest part of it was that I was like, oh shit, yo, my bad. Y'all have fun. And then as I was turning away, the guy's like, hey, and I turn around and he looks, because he was holding the girl's head, and she pulls out and he's like, you want some?
Yeah.
Like he had a bag of chips to share.
Like, yo, you want to swish? You want in on this? And my drunk brain was like, that's very kind, but no, thank you.
Yo, Chris, me and your drunk brains is too different. I'm like, you know what? I like tropical Skittles. I'll try some of them.
You're doomed. You're doomed. It's over for you, buddy. We'll lose you to New Orleans too.
At the end of the night, so this is the end of it. At the end of the night, my brother, we're both really drunk, and he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to a strip club?" And I was like, "Yes, let's go. Let's go." Yep. And we went in. And this was a weird strip club because there was multiple stages. It wasn't like there was just one stage, so you could just focus on one. It was you choose which dancer you wanted to watch. And I remember there are two important things happened that night. One, I saw, like, as we were in, there was these two black dudes there, and they just had a giant. I have never seen that much cash in like physically in my life, like in one sitting. And as we sat down to watch, one of the guys was like, "Yo, we gotta go." And he's like, and he still had a lot of cash. So in his brain, he was like, "Well, I can't take this. I guess money doesn't work anymore when you leave." So he just grabs a part of the stack, throws it at one stage, and then goes to another stage, grabs another stack, throws it at that stage, and then goes to the final stage and throws the rest of the money on the stage. And I have never been so impressed in my entire life. Where you had all this money that just helped different dancers at the same time. I don't know if that's misogynistic or just like every rapper's dream. Like, I can't tell. I didn't know whether to be like, yo, that's pretty sexist, or be like, yo, this man needs to write a book on how to like fucking make it with his money, because this is some Shark Tank shit right here. And then after that, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna get a lap dance. And that was the first time I went to college in Tampa, and Tampa has a bunch of strip clubs. So you get to a point where you at least go to a couple strip clubs in Florida. But that was my second time going to a strip club. And that was my first time getting a lap dance. So I didn't know lap dance etiquette. So while getting a lap dance, didn't know if it's more normal to stay silent and just walk, or if it was more normal to strike up a conversation. So my drunk ass is having small talk with a stranger, twerking on my dick. And I like, in hindsight, I feel so bad because it's like, this is her work. This is her job. So like, she does this all the time. We don't need to have small talk. She's good at what she does. She's very talented. What I should do and just, I pay her, and then I bid her adieu, and then I go off on my own way. But my ass was just like, so how long you been living in New Orleans?
While she's dancing.
And then she's telling me her life story. And I love conversations. I really thrive off it. I really love like just getting to know people.
Forth, yeah.
So at some point I'm just like, do you like stripping? And she's like, oh, I love it. And I'm just like, oh, tell me more about how did you get into stripping? And then she told me how she got into stripping. And she was just like, yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. It's just nice to also, like, especially lately, it's just nice to like get away from my boyfriend. And I'm just like, oh, is everything okay? Are you having relationship problems? And she's like, no, it's just, you know how it is. My boyfriend's a drug dealer, and it's just sometimes he's a little much. And I'm just like, oh yeah, girl, I understand. And it went from a lap dance to, in a matter of 4 minutes, a mini therapy session where I was just like, tell me more about why. So he doesn't communicate his love. Okay. All right. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, that hurt my dick. Yeah, so tell me more about your love languages. Then we went outside, I puked in the alley, and then went home.
This story. I'm friends with a lot of strippers because I frequent strip clubs, and yeah, you're their favorite customer. You are.
I'm genuinely curious. While getting a lap dance, is that wanted? Having small talk, or is it preferred to be quiet? Because it's like, I want to respect the medium. I want to be a good customer. Yeah. It's like when you go to a restaurant, you don't want to be you don't want to do the shit that servers hate all of the time. So it's like, same thing with, like, if I went to a strip club and got a lap dance, I want to be a good customer. Like, I want to do the things where they're like, you know what, not every customer thinks about doing that, and you did that, and I respect it. No, I want.
Just don't jizz. Just don't jizz yourself while they're dancing.
Yeah, man. What the hell are you thinking? What the hell are you thinking about? This stripper
don't care about our Uber rating. I care about my strip club rating.
These strippers gonna be confused as fuck. Thinking like, I don't know what this is going, man.
They're like, yo, get this Drake ass nigga out of here.
Does he want to talk? I don't know. I'm here to shake my ass, man. I mean, you can talk. We can talk, dude. You like talking? I like your manners, though. It's like the most politest thing ever.
Did that Bobby Wagner ass looking dude ask you about your life? Yeah, he asked me why I don't want to talk to my husband.
So I'm like, I'm trying to shake my ass, dude. That's a great. That's an
interesting ass situation. I've never been to the strip club with the guy that wants to have the whole conversation with somebody. So that's man, kudos to you for thinking about the people first. But they don't want that. They don't want that at all.
Super quick. Last time I went to Portland, me and shout out the homie Elliot GB, we were doing shows in Portland. And while we were there, like, yo, fuck it, let's go to a strip club, because I've always heard how great Portland strip clubs were. The one I went to had a great time. It was great. And ever since starting stand up years and years ago, whenever I watch people perform different creative things, I don't watch it from a spectator standpoint. I watch it more of just like trying to notice the very like deep intricacies and complexities that go along with it, and like admiring it from that point of view of like, yo, you have a craft and you're excelling in your craft just like how I excel in my craft, which is great for like if you're watching music or things like that. Is not how you should approach stripping, because only because not a diss against stripping at all. I personally believe that's a craft. Like, you got to be good at dancing. You got to know how to perform. I respect it. The reason why I'm saying you shouldn't do with stripping was because I was sitting there like this, and I was like, wow.
Bruh.
He was like, oh, yo, do you think she's attractive? I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like, this is impressive what she's doing. She's hanging off the ceiling and just like, yo.
You gotta do this at the same time though, bro. You gotta do this. Like, throw some money at the same time.
I like got up and walked to the stage to drop, and I was like, very impressive. Acrobatic skills, 10 out of 10.
I'm never gonna take you to the strip club
together. All of us gonna go to the strip club together. It's gonna be a trip.
Ken, how you been, Ken?
This girl, wow! I love this perfume that you have chosen. It's really stimulating. I love it.
That's all I'm saying with the small talk thing. It's not big. I'm not saying you shouldn't have small talk with strippers. It's like how when you get into an Uber or Lyft, you don't have to have a conversation with them. Sure. So it's like, I want to make it clear. I am not shaming or anything like that. I want to make it clear. It's like, is it like an Uber situation? Is it one of those we don't have to have a conversation? It's not required, or is it polite? Like, is it preferred? If it's preferred, let's talk. Let's talk it up. Let's talk. Like, what episode of Haunting of Hill House are you on? Let's talk about this.
Man, you shouldn't do that.
Dallas out, bro. If you throw Dallas, all right, man. He's like, I don't give a fuck to me. I can be whatever you want to do as long as I see those dollars coming out of your hand. I'll talk. I can be whatever. I can tell you, these strippers be lying a lot, bro.
Lying.
Hey, some be real, but some be like, hey, man, I'm going to be whatever this guy needs me to be right now. I'm going to be the lonely lady by myself who's just trying to get through my stuff. And she know this type of dude who'll be like, oh, you want to help me and stuff? Yeah, I'm going to be this girlfriend. Man, I was saying I was a stripper. She broke down to me, man. She's like, the psychology behind this shit. I was like, man, hey, props to you, lady. We had waffles too that morning. It was great.
That was after he got played. That was.
Oh yeah, I lost. I lost. I knew I was walking out losing. I was like, I knew that going in. I was like, I'm not walking out of this as a winner. clearly too above me, but she at least was nice enough to not do me too dirty. She gave me like at least like, all right, dude, I'm gonna give you a little game. You paying for everything, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. And no, you will not see my titties. I was like, fair point. All right. Telling you, dude, strippers, dude, they're great though. Man, we gonna all go to a strip club together, guys. That's gonna be the move.
I can't. My wife doesn't like it anymore. I used to frequent them regularly, and it's become a no-go now lately.
Fuck it, we don't want no married dude anyway. Chris, let's roll, man. Let's roll.
Yeah, y'all should definitely do that. Just let me know when you're gonna do it, and we just talk about it before. You know what I mean?
Bro, I got you. I'll show up with ones and talking points. Let's do it.
Oh fuck! All right, y'all. If y'all enjoy Chris, one more time, let them know where they can find you on social media.
At Topher Mejia, TOPHERMEJIA. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow me there.
All right. And if you've enjoyed this so far, we're getting ready to get into the last part of the show where we riff on topics that were provided by the audience. I love to get topics before the show starts. So early in the day, if you hop on my Facebook, Ken Hamlet, you can just drop some topics and we've got some funny ones. The one right now I want to hear your opinions on, but the drugs, winning the war on drugs in Oregon. Did y'all see what happened recently?
Mm-hmm. How they legalize
all drugs are legal in Oregon. Yeah, decriminalized. I won't say legalized, but decriminalized, which is basically like bring your drugs.
Like it's one of those like don't do it in the house. Like it's like that kind of attitude, and your parents are just like. Or actually the opposite, where your parents are like, look, I don't want you to drink, but if you're going to drink, just do it in the house so I can make sure you're good. Like, that's basically the attitude that Oregon has now.
Man, I feel like this is a setup. Be for real. That's a setup, dude. Why they give them all to the white people first? They put them so they get all the drugs first? How's that work, man? If you gonna give it to us. I mean, I don't want the shit, but I feel like, man, I just feel like this is some conspiracy, man.
I want to know if decriminalizing it is going to make bricks sell more or cost more or like cost less. Like, is the market value? I'm curious about how from an economic standpoint. If plugs are going to be like, all right, like that scene from The Wire where it's like the price of brick went up. Like, it's just like, that's what I'm curious about.
I think it will. I honestly think that it being decriminalized makes it. Oh, I feel like it's going to drive the price down, right? Because it's less risky, right? Like if you have the shit on you, it's less risky, right? Like you just like, fuck it, bro. The come there like, hey, you got drugs on you? You're like, yeah, I got a fucking ounce of meth and I got fucking 8 ball of cocaine. I'm about to use all this shit tonight. They're like, all right, well, get home safely. I don't know what to tell you. Like, hey, no loitering.
Like, I saw a tweet where it was like every state that had drug laws, and like it was like this state legalized marijuana, this state legalized marijuana, this state legalized medicinal marijuana, Oregon decriminalized heroin, and everyone's like, the fuck is happening in Oregon?
Hey, for real, we gotta talk about the people in Oregon. What is up with them, man? We need to get them on the podcast. Like, what are y'all doing over there? No one knows what the fuck goes on in Oregon anyway. It's like, what the fuck? All we know is it's Portland. Portland's in Oregon, right?
Yeah, Portland's in Oregon. They keep the podcast afloat. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, something's up with these niggas, man. What's up with y'all, dude? Why would y'all even want this shit? Why would y'all have this on the ballot? Who put it on the ballot in Oregon? And then some people voted on it. So, fuck yeah. Something's wrong with these niggas, man. That's a part.
It's not some people. Most of the people voted on it.
I love how like when going the part, like, because I could tell I grew up sheltered, because like there's still to this day when I'm at a party and I see cocaine, I'm just like, oh my god, cocaine. Like it's one of those where it's like a thrill that I'm seeing it. Now I know I can never go to a house party in Portland or just in Oregon in general.
Like, oh my god, black tar, heroin.
Someone just shooting up heroin in the fucking bathroom. And I already know, knowing me as a person, first, I remember one time after a show, me and some homies went to a bar. One of my homies was like, yo, if y'all want to party, and pulls out a little bag of cocaine. They're like, yo, I got some cocaine if y'all want to do some. And every other person would react of like, no, thank you, I'm good on the cocaine. Or some people would be like, yes, I would like to have some cocaine. My reaction was, oh my God, can I hold the bag? Like that was my reaction.
Like this was like the people bringing the reptiles to school in elementary school.
So I already know that if I'm at a party in Oregon and I see some heroin, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to do heroin, but can I hold the vial? Like, can I hold? Let me hold one rock of crystal meth. Like, let me hold.
Let me hit the needle like this. Let me do this.
Yo, take a picture of me like as if I'm doing heroin.
Like I got the belt. Oh. All right, I got another topic. Nevada being slow as shit to count. Everybody's been touching this topic all over social media, but Nevada being slow as shit to count the polls. Let's talk about that. What do you think is going on over there?
White people. No, I don't know. What are people doing over there? I don't know. Why is it that Nevada? So is it that they're the last state left?
It's like Nevada, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and
He won Georgia.
We didn't win Georgia yet. It's or did we? Because if we did, then it's over.
It's like one of those where Biden's leading, but they still have votes left, and because of how close it is, they have to.
They're not counting it. Yeah.
Vegas, man. Vegas is like, we got to keep this shit rolling. They're rolling some bets in right now, man. Because, they lost a lot of money and throughout all this shit. So they like, man, we going to fuck America. We going to get them real good. They're like, fuck these polls up. Keep this
Nevada
shit.
is on that, like when that person in your friend group always gets ragged on and now everyone needs them. Like, it's like, okay. So beforehand, I was a dumbass bitch with a dumbass major. And then now it's all, hey, Cheryl, can we use your car to drive us to the store? Okay, bitches. All right. Say some compliments about me first. Let's say.
They taking a good ass time.
They are milking it. They are milking it so much. It's all Nevada does is it's Vegas. All they do is count money, cards, and chips, and they.
Why don't we put it in the little thing? The little thing where it's like, split that shit, niggas. Y'all know what y'all know.
Tony, can I get that sound bite? Tony, can I get that sound bite?
That's why you never go into the drug industry because you can't be in a serious ass drug deal and be like, all right, how much? You got the 100K? Put it in the.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Dude. I want to hear it, dude. I'm not hearing it. I want to hear that.
Turn up the volume on the.
I want to hear them all.
Hey, bring in the speakers. Y'all got the speakers, the Bluetooth? Let me get
that shit. No money, dude. I call people come to my studio. Oh, well, you got money? Yo, check this. Hit it.
I want to see someone run that machine for like $30.
Hey, I'm about to go on Amazon right now. I'm about to order me one of these things. It's about to change my life.
For no reason, just to pay rent. Be like, yeah, I got rent. Like, but that's $75. If you don't get
this bullshit too, nigga. Yo, and clean and fix my pipes, man.
He's like, hey, you got my $5 for the Domino's? All right, hold on, let me put it through the machine.
It just be like the
real quick ones. Man, but I'm gonna do that. I'm about to do that right now. I'm literally on Amazon.
Yo, that's how you beat a petty king. You like if someone's like, yo, you owe me $20, get 21s and put it through the machine.
Yo, I'm about to order me one right now. Damn, these things are.
Oh man! All right, we got one more topic. One more topic to get y'all out of here on. One more topic. Dudes who wear UFC shirts but can't fight.
I mean, you know what, dude? We can't be that hard on them because I mean, I wore
Rodesk, you got several UFC shirts, right?
Explanation.
Hey,
Yo,
man, I'm
right now.
I'm out here, dude. I do the Muay Thai, man. I'm ready to throw that. I mean, but giving these people being on their ass because they want to wear a UFC, it's like wearing a jersey, a basketball jersey or something like that. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You just wearing your player, you're just rocking a t-shirt. It's not the Ed Hardy shit, like some fucking weird dumb tattoos or whatever that fucking dumb tribal shit people was wearing.
My man, you are wearing a hoodie that says legend and you are anything but. Like, no wonder you are defending UFC.
Dude, hey man. First off, I love the UFC. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Dude, you guys don't love the UFC? You're not gonna try to gang up on me. I'm in UFC. I'm ready for combat, dude. Don't try to surround me and set me up for the woo. I love the you rock. Hey, people, wear your UFC shirts. Anybody, these guys, that guy weighs 90 pounds. Ken eats cookies like a fat ass. Fuck those guys, dude. All right.
I get the pain in your voice. You're gonna be like, hey, first off, fuck y'all.
when your voice go up to that next octave, he had to change his mic. He said, hey, first of all.
I had to lean back too. I had to be considerate. I went back against the wall. I'm like, oh, fuck everybody.
I'm shooting everybody in this bitch.
hey, once I noticed your hoodie said legend, I couldn't help but say it. Like I wasn't, no disrespect. I saw that and you started defending UFC shirts. I'm like, this is too easy.
I'm an asshole, dude. I'm not a good person, though. I'm not saying, I pissed this girl's back to her car, dude. I'm not a good person, man. All right. Please go to my GoFundMe, guys. I'm trying to be better. All right.
Oh, fuck. On that note, man, this has been a fucking great episode of A Drunken Night Out. One more time, I'm gonna let the people find you on social media because I keep blasting that. But before we get to your social medias, make sure you go on Cash App if you are enjoying this show. And Venmo, donate to the cause at BL Comedy or app at $Big Laugh Comedy. Donate to these comics. Get Rodescu some money so he can pay for those seats and get Chris Mejia some money so he can get a better liver so he can handle his drink a little bit better. Let's fucking do it, y'all.
I'm a lightweight, so I just have 2 drinks and I'm set.
Which I kind of wish I was that way. I don't need to drink a whole damn bottle of wine or a fifth or none of that. I wish I could just drink 2 drinks and just be happy with my sadness, but whatever. But this isn't a therapy session. We're just gonna get through this right now. We're gonna ask you one time. Let them know.
Therapy session.
Let them know where they can find social media, all that kind of cool shit. Any links you want to?
Oh yeah, them? Like I said, man, Rodescu Hopkins at Rodescu Hopkins II on all social medias. Hey, all that money you was about to give to that show, give it to me. I'm going to college, everybody. All right. I need this shit. Film school is expensive. No, I'm just joking. I mean, donate to them too. Donate to everybody, man. Give everybody money. Support everybody. But yeah, you can find me at Rodescu Hopkins II.
All right. And Chris, go ahead, Chris. You ready? You just light skin stepping over people. That's fine.
No, it's my time. Hi, light skin hours. My name is Chris Mejia. No, I'm just kidding. Follow me on at Topher Mejia, TOPHER MEJIA on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Chris Mejia Comedy on YouTube and Facebook as well. Hit me up. Let me know what your girlfriend's ad is so I can slide into her DMs. Yeah.
Talking about people that can't fight. That was 20 seconds ago, Chris.
Hey, you the most polite. Hey, you know how you gonna be in a strip club, but they ain't gonna be sliding into people's DM girls.
No, he just sliding in the DMs to have regular conversations. That's all.
Yeah, that's
just what it is. Your girl's gonna message me. I'm gonna be like, you deserve better.
Oh man! On that note, yo, this has been Ken Hamlet. It's been A Drunken Night Out. Make sure you follow A Drunken Night Out on all the social media sites. On Facebook, A Drunken Night Out. On Instagram, it's just my Instagram, Ken Hamlet. And the podcast is available everywhere. Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all at A Drunken Night Out. And I've been your host, Ken Hamlet, and this has been the Big Laugh Comedy Network. Peace out, y'all.
But I want to do the rest of my friends.
Says